Someone goes along right quick. Yeah, I know. This is usually where about in Rock Tunnel, you're like, oh, shouldn't run out of PP and potions at this point. Dig Inch. Yo, Diglett and Trapinch is the fucking, it's the Sarlacc from Star Wars. Find yourself in a Sarlacc pit. Metarith. Is this Metapod and Gigalith? Is that what this is? I think that's Metapod and Gigalith. The Dusclops and Ariados looks like a really fucking cool Zelda enemy. That looks like a real sick Zelda enemy. How many times have you ever seen someone use an ether in Pokemon, chat? Has anybody actually seen someone use an ether like that before? That is not a common situation you'll run into playing through a Pokemon game. Electro Ball is really good on Electabuzz. Electabuzz is very fast. Let's pitch Shockwave for now. Nope. Butterdose. It's Butterfree and Gyarados. This is actually kind of cool looking, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This one's pretty cool. Aegislash does have equal special and physical attack stats? Alright. I didn't realize that. I've always seen it built for physical because it just makes more sense on its move kit. Like, I'm sure it gets some special attacks, but I feel like the more interesting move kit pool is for physical. And that's what I'm basing this. I ran Aegislash in my team for singles in Gen 6 for the battle Mason. And I remember it being very well equipped for physical damage. It had a couple of decent moves, but it just hits all its cool unique moves are physical, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's what I figured. So that Electabuzz already coming in and putting work in. That's where Electabuzz and Electivire comes in. So I really like the Pokemon, but it technically is a better special attacker, which does suck. I didn't expect a kid like you to be so strong. No battles. Yeah, the big reason why I like Electabuzz with physical damage so much is Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, actually. Is where you get an Elekid during the game that has Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, Ice Punch, and Cross Chop. And it's like, oh, this is sick for a physical damage Pokemon? This is rad. And then you find out it's got way lower physical attack than it does special attack. There's my polar opposite. One of my best friends growing up, his favorite Pokemon in Gen 3 was Sableye, and I loved Mobile. So we had opposite versions because of it. Rock Tunnel's so fucking long, chat. Hiker Oliver. Sheldon. Okay, that's fucking sick. It's Shelder and Beldum. It's got a big doofy tongue, it's got googly eyes, and it's rocketing itself around with a water jet. This is doofy and great. I love it. It's blasting off. It's also probably only got Shelder's move pool because Beldum only learns Takedown until level 30. Traplodin is Trapinch and Chespin. That's fantastic. Yeah, the sprite work is so good in this. Oh shit. Magnemite can learn Mirror Shot? Well, goodbye, Magnet Bomb. Neato Eye. Okay, good. It's not dark type. I can actually hit it with psychic. It's one of the bullies from SM64. It really is. Ease up. What am I doing? Which way is out? Found this on the ground. You can have it. Finally, a trainer that gives us free shit. Right into another battle. Outsiders like you need to show me some respect. Oh, God. Hiker Lucas over here. Cudel is Cubone and Weedle. Oh, my. Mewok 4 steps, another battle. Well, I hit the wrong ability, but it worked out. Venisect is Venipede and Parasect. I like this one. This one's cool. Shupgi. It's Shuppet and Scraggy. Shuppet has a lot of good combinations. Shuppet's another one that combines really well with like everything. This is a full game. This is a ROM hack, EB0, but this is a full game. Also, welcome in. Yeah, this is Pokemon Infinite Fusion. They have a Discord that if you want to play this also, chat. If you want to play this, do not download this from any website. They do not have an official website. They have an official Discord. I should actually make a command for that. Let me pull that up actually real quick. Let's do that right now because I'm going to forget and someone's going to ask and then that's going to be the wrong thing to do. Okay, let's do this. Hang on, where's the night? Let me get Nightbot. We'll make a new command here real quick. New command. Exclamation point fusion. All right, there it is. Unless I think I made it. Yeah, because there's also the Pokescape one as well. Yes, exclamation point fusion should now give you the exclamation Pokemon fusion. It's exclamation point fusion. There you go, chat. I'll put it in the title, but nobody reads. Because this is twitch.tv. My god. Pokemon obsessed. Isn't Pokemon, like, also, like, incredibly wholesome? Isn't she, like, the not... Isn't she, like, the antithetical to, like, the typical thing? I read it, you called me handsome. Who knows, who in chat knows where that line is from? Who knows the meme that the stream title's from today? But besides the broke boy cookie thing. Yeah, the broke boy cookies were funny. I think that was her literally reading a chat message. I think it was actually someone in her chat that said that. We got another egg. I'm pretty sure that was debunked as her just reading an actual chat message. Yeah, that wasn't her just saying that. That was... It's a riff on a noir meme. You guys are all very close. It's a Fallout 4 meme. Hang on. I think maybe Fallout New Vegas. This is from the age of Vine. This is from Vine era. This is an ancient meme here. Hang on. Let me... Where's Firefox? Let me make sure it's linked properly. Alright, here's an ancient meme for you, chat.
Pissing all by yourself, handsome?
Pissing all by yourself, handsome? That's the original. That's from like the era of Vine. That's a million years ago. That's an ancient meme. Laser Belch isn't the only one with encyclopedic meme knowledge. He ain't the only one. Oh yeah, it's the Nightbot's set to kill. Yeah, there you go. EB0's got the know your meme. I'll just repost it for you. Yeah, Nightbot shoots the links that are not from subs just because it kills the by viewers. Like that's why the only rule with that is just ask, and then I can run the permit so you can post links then. It's just to keep it so that Seribot and Nightbot can do their job and shoot the buy viewers bots. Don't post about buying or selling cheap viewers also, chat. Nightbot does not discriminate, unfortunately. Just fair warning. I then have to figure out how to fucking unban you, which I don't want to have to do. Twitch hides things like unban requests and everything, so that's why the running joke is if you break rule number 1 and find a way to get yourself banned on this channel, you're probably staying that way because you'll have to hope one of my only mod knows where that is because I'm not gonna find it. What if I want to buy some though? Nobody's in my stream whenever I get the energy to. Chat, you know what? Just to spite him. Did that work? That didn't work. There it is. There you go. Chat, follow Stingray. He plays Minecraft and Souls games. He's a good dude. You should follow him. Especially if you're EU, because he streams at EU-friendly times. Just to spite him, go follow Stingray. Make him feel good. I killed the Shuckle. I fuckled with Shuckle. Another max revive. I'd shout out Bone Storm from earlier, but all of you motherfuckers already all follow Bone Storm. You're people of culture. You know better. You know good streamers. That's why you follow Bone Storm. I don't have to shout Bone Storm out for that. My chat follows Bone Storm because I know they're sensible, smart, intelligent people. You know that hikers leave twigs as trail markers. Fuck Bone Storm. I don't follow Bone Storm. You should follow Bone Storm. Bone Storm's a good dude. One of the most wholesome streamers on the platform, honestly. I take Barb memes very seriously. Yeah, Bone Storm's been definitely got thrust into success, but has navigated it incredibly well. Like, Bone Storm has done a fantastic job. I've seen that quick success destroy people. Bone Storm has navigated it incredibly well. Boner did get thrust. Bone Storm got thrusted, but he's navigated it and he's shown that he's born for it. The guy's just a really good fucking entertainer. Whether it started as a meme or not, he's a damn good streamer, and I hope he fucking knows that. If you're still out there fucking lurking, you better be paying attention. He's bone for it. Yeah, Boner and Stealthy Golem's another one. Stealthy Golem, I found Stealthy Golem through Patty, and Stealthy Golem's a fantastic streamer. He's quickly become my, like, Saturday morning cartoons stream. I love listening to Stealthy Golem. He plays a lot of those, he's one of the main reasons I want to play, the fucking Might and Magic series. Is because he makes those games just look so much fucking fun. I don't know anything about them, and they just seem like really cool turn-based games. I really want to fucking play them. They just look really good. He makes them just seem like such a good time. Body Slam. Oh, we'll give her a stomp for Body Slam. Who wants to get Body Slammed by Nose Tank? Crabwick. Alright, I think we found cursed, chat. I think this is actually cursed. It's Krabby and Litwick. Runner Guy and Ball do unhinged OOT bingos. I've heard of the unhinged OOT bingos in the Ocarina of Time community. Some communities on Twitch are absolutely unhinged. There's some fucking crazy shit that happens out there. Like, if you think you know about stuff that happens on Twitch, you haven't seen anything. Everybody knows about the just chatting category. There's so much more worse shit that happens everywhere else. Yo! Cinderace is fucking cool. Cyndaquil in Paris is rad. Reverse draft battleship bingos on Beta Quest. I don't know anything enough about Ocarina of Time to understand how any of those words correlate, but they scare me. Like, just using context clues, that sounds terrifying. Crabbook looks like something from Darkest Dungeon. Yeah, it looked kind of like a Darkest Dungeon enemy, doesn't it? I like this one. This one's cool. Beta Quest is essentially a full entrance rando. EB0, I only just beat Ocarina of Time on vanilla for the first time, or like the middle of last year. What was it? September we did Ocarina of Time? Was when we did Marbles Chat? I would not have any idea where the fuck we are trying to play through that game on an entrance randomizer. That sounds absolutely batshit insane. Full sanity besides entrance. I've watched Smokaloke do a good number. Watching Smokaloke do Zelda OOT randos is kind of what got me to finally play it. That's kind of like, I gotta play this game. That and the Ship of Harkinian release got me to go, oh, you know, we should do this. Where are we? This is not the rock tunnel I remember. There's also no logic by default. Yeah, Ship of Harkinian 6. I do have 2 Ship 2 Kinian downloaded as well. So at some point we're gonna play through Majora's Mask for the first time. Speaking of the Legend of Zelda, what is this? Speaking of the Legend of Zelda, it's dangerous to go alone. Take this. There's the Hone Edge we could combine with our Gardevoir if we wanted. You can't plan these things. You can't plan these things. He doesn't say anything after that. Does he go away if we leave and come back? Yo, he's gone. It's literally Legend of Zelda. Yeah, I will affirm I have never played this hack before. This is a first playthrough. I knew nothing about this going in. That was completely streamer magic right there. That was pure streamer magic. What were the odds of that? What were the odds of that? That right there, chat, that's what streaming's all about. Moments like that. You can't do that. You can't do that doing anything else. What is this? This wasn't in Rock Tunnel before. Now what did we find? We found this in Mount Moon. It's another strange prism. So you can find it more than once. I wonder if you have to find all of them. I wonder where else these show. Maybe there's another one in like Mount Silver and Dark Cave and the various other locations we can get to that are caves within the Pokemon regions. Got an escape rope. I hope someone clipped that. I hope someone clipped that. I really hope you guys are on that shit. You have a Pokedex? I want one too. Pokemaniac Cooper. Escape this rope. Oh, I will. Esp Fairy. It's so pudgy. Sorry, I mean glue time. I don't have 7TV. That's fair. You can enable 7TV emotes through FFZ. I'm pretty sure you can enable them through BTTV. You should never run all 3 of them at the same time. You should have one of them and enable the other emotes through the other option. I refuse on principle. Oh, okay, that's fair. Ivy Edge. This just looks like a weapon out of like Diablo. This is like a weapon you would find from like a Daedra shrine in Oblivion. This is like the Pokemon equivalent of Sanguine's staff. Porygon. Is that Porygon and Bagon? Makes Porygon? Yeah, there are definitely some chats where it gets very excessive. Because 7TV I don't think has a character limit for how its emotes work. The one emote I have it enabled 400% is an old school RuneScape one. It is someone made an emote and uploaded their entire birdhouse run from old school RuneScape into emote form, and it's very stupid. It's like the main reason I even have it is for that. There's like two other ones that are like very funny because it impacts mobile viewers. And it's just because the emotes just got ridiculously, needlessly long names. But yeah, because of the way the upload limits work for 7TV, they just literally made their entire birdhouse run into an emote form, and it's fucking great. Yeah, there's the other one. I've seen those around, where it's just the whole B movie condensed down to emote form. I think that one's on all of them. I think that's a streamer's emote. That's from someone's actual channel. But I've seen that one on I've seen that on BTTV, and I've seen that on that. Do a Barrows run and make that an emote? Yeah, an entire Barrows run. I probably have a VOD of that somewhere. We could probably steal it from and turn it into it. I'd have to just figure out the emote form to add it on there. Don't try anything funny in the dark. Oh yeah, I forgot there's the Groper dialogue from this in Gen 1, because Gen 1 was a very weird time. The late 90s were a weird time, chat. Carmantis is Carbuncle and Fomantis. I'm actually surprised we haven't seen this one yet. There are a few other 7TV emotes that are like just general emotes that aren't on BTTV that I do like, that just haven't been updated. They weren't uploaded to BTTV at all. And it's not like because they're bad. It's just they're ones that just don't have it, or they're ones I've swiped from other channels that specifically use 7TV. I'm a big fan of Sfoling, where it's just Sfeel using rollout through a whole group of Team Aqua members. This is Sandile and Bagon, which makes, I'm just gonna call this Belial because I remember fucking Deckard Cain. Belial, Lord of Terror, from fucking Diablo 3. I hated that. That game's story sucked ass. Game's story was so fucking bad. Nosepass and Houndour. It's sniffing out steaks. More hidden footprints. It wasn't even the gameplay. Like the gameplay wasn't what drove me away from that. I really didn't like that the storytelling was just completely unfun to engage with. Diablo 3 was sick. It was just gross. I was like, cool, is this ever gonna be like, is this just meant to be we lose? Is it just meant to be awful doom and gloom? Because this is a shitty story. I'm sure I can beat you eventually. Diablo 3 was fucking sick. I made the triple the game's price because I got turbo lucky with a max attack speed green wand and had crit chance and became invincible. Oh, is that from the were you playing around with the real money auction house at the time? I wasn't old enough to understand how to like play around with something like that at the time. Yeah, and then like killing off the one interesting character in the game to make female Diablo just to kill Diablo and it mean nothing that it happened was very stupid. Like the one interesting character they had, they killed off. Like it was one of the most mishandled stories I've ever engaged with. I very seldom ever finished a game and gone, this sucked. This was just not fun and an enjoyable storytelling at any point. Like, Diablo 3 was just such a bad game. Like, still haven't played Diablo, finished Diablo 4 and I got it for free. I won't buy Diablo 4. I won't even go and play Diablo 2. Diablo 3 was so bad, I won't touch the franchise at all. Pum Boom. Gloom and Pumpkaboo, I like that one. I wouldn't go that far with it. I mean, fuck Blizzard if they ruined a franchise you like, but I mean, I still love World of Warcraft, and they've turned that game on a complete 180. Firing their shitty management and getting better management in place completely 180'd how that game has been handled. Holly Longdale is a vastly, like, incredibly different comparison to J. Ellen Brack leading the company. Like, she's such a better leader. It's insane. Yeah, I didn't like Diablo 3's game design in the slightest. Yeah, I love StarCraft 2. StarCraft 2 I fucking adored. I want to go play StarCraft 1 because I love StarCraft 2 so much. Yeah, it's bacon cup. That's a big thing to remember. Is info only spreads when controversy is able to get clicks. When there's a reason to be angry, stories spread. When there's not an reason to be angry, stories don't spread. J. Allen Brack and all those harassers, they got fired. Like, they're gone. Those people were all removed. Mike Ibarra was removed from the company by Microsoft. Holly Longdale leads the company now after... Fun fact, the guy who turned WoW on its ass to get it back in order was the same guy that made God of War. Our good friend Jonathan Haidt. We stand John Haidt here. John Haidt is an incredible human being. On top of that, he's a fantastic manager. He 180'd World of Warcraft and most of Blizzard. He was general manager of the Warcraft franchise, righted the ship, got everything back in order, and then went, my time here has come. And he retired. Happily retired. And now Holly Longdale leads the Warcraft franchise, and she's done a phenomenal job with it. Phenomenal job. In my Discord, in the Great James channel, we discussed we went over the whole, like, they did an entire, like, the future of World of Warcraft for 2025, and they gave, like, their whole roadmap for Classic, for retail, for Season of Discovery, for every single form they have of what World of Warcraft has. This is what we're planning, and this is what's coming up. We hope you're excited. We know what we have this all lined out, and this can't possibly be the same company situation. It's like when Egon walks into the restaurant in Ratatouille and he goes, if I don't like it, I don't swallow. And then he comes back and is like, this can't possibly be the same chef. And he tries the fucking Ratatouille and it blows his mind. It takes him back to, like, his childhood. That's what the current WoW expansions have felt like. Dragonflight and War Within feels like I'm back playing World of Warcraft when I started in 2009, and they have, like, figured out how to make the game World of Warcraft again. They're making the game people actually want. And it's a huge departure from what Warlords all the way through to Shadowlands was designed as. They just have done a much better job. I have not been happier as a WoW fan in many years. One of my favorite things about the recent last, like, year of me making content is when I play WoW, I am passionate and happy about playing it. And that is a feeling I am very glad is back. Because I would never want to see World of Warcraft go away. I fucking love that game. I grew up in Azeroth. That was, like, the game of my formative years. Like, I used to be a hardcore raider, and now I just play casually. I just play for fun. I play maybe twice a week at most. Sometimes if I have time between... On my lunch, I'll turn it on and, like, go and do, like, a little bit of fuck around in Season of Discovery, or I'll go and do a delve or two on retail. Like, we finished everything I have. I was streaming it for a while because I was having fun, but we finished it. We're waiting for the new patch at the end of the month. But it's not a game I need to put 70 hours in a week. I can put 7 hours in a week. and I have more than enough fun with it, and get more than my money's worth, and it's an enjoyable, fantastic time. I played it a ton when the expansion came out, but it's a game that they designed now that's like Final Fantasy XIV or RuneScape. When you're done, you can set it down, come back to it later. You're not under an obligation where you need to be on every single week or you are behind and you have missed out. It's not how the game is built anymore. And it's exceedingly refreshing. Yeah, I started the month before Ulduar launched in Wrath of the Lich King, and I've been in love with the game ever since. Even when it's at its worst, I've always been critical of the company and how it's run, how the game was designed. But it's always come from a place of because I want the game to be better. And now the game is better, and now all I can do is heap praise on it, because it's like, well, now you're doing the right thing. I can't criticize you for doing well. You 180'd what you were doing. Clearly the staff are happier about working on the game because the game is fun and designed well. The game is fun and designed well, so the players are happy. Yeah, Overwatch, if you're an Overwatch fan or if you're a Diablo fan, you have my sympathy. I can totally understand being fuck Blizzard if you're a fan of StarCraft, if you're a fan of Heroes of the Storm, if you're a fan of Hearthstone. Actually, no, Hearthstone fans have been mostly eating good. There's a couple, like, maybe not the best idea moves, but I think overall, I think Hearthstone is just consistently still getting content. I think there's stuff to play there. Maybe not the updates people want, but it's updates. Rain, how's it going? I do need to brush my teeth. Thank you for that. We do need to take a break at some point so I can brush my teeth. Oh, dude, I fucking hate MOBAs, and I fucking loved Heroes of the Storm. I love that you can at least still play it. I love that you can at least still play it and there's an active player base. It's a shame that that game is not getting updates. And I really hope that sometime in the future that changes. Because they never shut the game down. You can still actively play it and has a very active player base still. It's not a huge one, but it's still there. I love Heroes of the Storm. One of these days, we're going to fire it up and we'll do a night where we just go and fuck around on Heroes of the Storm because it's just a good fucking video game. It is undeniably the best designed MOBA that existed, and it's a shame that Blizzard shot themselves in the foot on it because it didn't immediately make fucking League of Legends money, and you know who's fucking at fault for that? Nobody gives him flack for this shit. It was Mike fucking Morhaime. Morhaime is the reason all Blizzard games turned into esports, because he wanted to chase what StarCraft had, and he wanted every game to have that, because he was like dollar signs. This is where it's going. Everyone blames Bobby Kotick for that shit, but that shit all stemmed from Mike Morhaime, and I have people that I know that worked for Blizzard that know that it was him that started that shit. Yeah, it was a fun game, and it was a fun video game first, and that's why it was good. It wasn't built to be competitive, it was built to be fun. And that's the fucking point of a goddamn video game. It is meant to be fun first. When you turn a game into a sport, it becomes a job. And that ruins video games. I knocked a controller off. As you can tell, I get very passionate about this shit. It bothers me when people do that. Competitive situations have a place in gaming. I do not deny that. But when a game is built for competitive first and it leaves out the aspect of what makes a video game-ass video game, you have systematically set that game up to fail. 100% of the time, it has been set up to fail. If you want to know where a lot of my personal beliefs come from on stuff, two of my favorite titans in the gaming, in all of the gaming space, not just video games, gaming, tabletop card games, two of the titans who are unfortunately no longer with us is Sheldon Meanery, who is the godfather of the Commander format in Magic the Gathering, the one who established Rule 0, the most important rule in the entire Commander format, and Total Biscuit. You're wondering where a lot of my formative opinions came from? Following those two. There's a reason I have the viewpoints I have on things, and that's where they come from. Like I said, I will never shame people who are competitive. Competitive formats have a place, but it is a niche of a niche. It should never be what a game is built systematically for. Total Biscuit was, still, and will forever remain an absolute legend and titan of the gaming industry. There are few people that will ever leave such a lasting mark. Ikorio, it's Yamask and Oricorio. That is fucking cool looking. If you're new here, yes, we get on these tirades. There's quota to be met. There's always quota. There's always quota. Every stream requires at least minimum of at least one tirade. One impassioned rant per stream minimum. The stream is incomplete without an impassioned rant here. Yeah, quota's a 7 TV mode. It's the dance from Lethal Company. That one. That's another one. A lot of the emotes, if you've seen any of the 7 TV emotes in Patty's chat, a lot of the 7 TV emotes I've enabled are because of Patty's chat. Because Patty uses it because he got into it with the way BTTV is set up, and went, this is fucking stupid. I get that there's justifiable reasons to not want to use 7 TV, and I totally understand that. It does have dubious reasons as to why it started, but it's also one of those of like, I understand the use of the tool being a reasonable use case that people can append to use for their own, and it has the tools in place to get things off of it that you don't want to see. If you all know me, I'm very big on curating your online engagement. Trust me, I manage my curation of how I engage with things systematically. But I'm also a big proponent of I do not allow bad actors, we'll call them, to appropriate things that belong to other sects that do not use things for situations like that. Do you have a drink? Yeah, here's a fresh water. Have this as thanks. Oh, free full restore, let's go. Yeah, I don't like to kowtow to the appropriation of things. In my eyes, doing that and just going, oh, this bad person did something, we now can never do this thing. In many cases, that is how the bad person wins. And I don't like enabling that. And I think that's a fair stance to have. Oh! He's looking at me, chat. He's looking at me. Need to play more LC. What's LC? I don't know that one. This guy's freaky. This is like some fucking Eldritch Horror shit. Lethal Company. I never played it. I only watched it because it was funny. Lethal Company is just really funny. I'm not the kind of streamer to make that kind of content, unfortunately. This does not meld together as well as you think it would. This thing being called Scran is really funny, though. This thing being called Scran is really funny. Yeah, I'm not big on... As much as I love my MMOs, I almost exclusively play my MMOs solo. I'm not the best when it comes to playing multiplayer games. When I play multiplayer, I wallflower. I'm very much a wallflower in multiplayer settings. So like I try to be engaged, but I just kind of back off and go, like, I'm just gonna try and follow along as best as I can and do my own thing here. I'm not big on multiplayer, is why a lot of times I just won't do multiplayer content for stuff. Like when I can't avoid it for doing certain things, I'll do it that way, but it's not something I enjoy. It's not even just because, you know, streaming makes that hard. That's just always been a thing. I'm not the best multiplayer player. You've almost made it out of the tunnel, but let me teach you a thing or two about Pokemon battling before you get to the exit. Yeah, it looks like a great time. I think I could have fun with that, not streaming possibly. Kaffa Mewtwo. This is a Hollow Knight enemy. This is another Pokemon that's just a Hollow Knight enemy. Yeah, there's definitely like Whiskey Dingo is one of those streamers that absolutely can make a game like Lethal Company with other people. He has the personality for stuff like that. Patty has the personality for stuff like that. Voltferig is kind of rad, I'm not gonna lie. I really like that combo. Yeah, streamers like those guys definitely have like the personality to make something like that really into like good good solid content because they can really cut loose with that. I'm not much. Yeah, Northern Lion's another one. Northern Lion does fantastic multiplayer content like that. For me, it's just not. It's not my bag. I'm very much like Laser Belch in that, where you put me in a group setting and I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over here. It's just not. It's not me. I like being a part of the group. I'm just not, when it comes to being, I don't like stepping on the conversation to try and get a word in. And when I'm trying to talk and there's a lot of people, it's hard for me to not go, oh, no, you go first, you first. I'm too polite. I'm too polite in a group setting is kind of my issue. Yeah, I gotta know the group, and like my close friends I have, a lot of you guys in chat that I've known for a while. I could probably do stuff like that, but I wouldn't want to stream it because I know a lot of people like don't want to be on stream. They don't want to have their voice. And like trying to manage all that can be just a headache. And I was like, I'd rather just not do multiplayer stuff on stream is all. Holy fuck, that is rad as hell. Tentacool and Scyther is fucking dope. Holy shit. That's cool as fuck. You poo-poos when you play Lethal Company? You see, I'm not one for... I don't like cheap jump scares. They just aggravate me. They don't, like, spook me. I don't like... you get a reaction because it's a natural reaction to go, oh, that was quick in my face. Of course I'm gonna jump. But, like, I don't get, like, oh, I'm so scared. Like, I just get annoyed by it, if that makes sense. I don't fall for cheap jump scares. It's just not my, it's not my thing. Like, the really loud noises just irritate me. What makes me, like, spooked is when I get spooked by, like, suspense. Like, something like Amnesia would get me, like, oh, shit, this is actually kind of freaky. Like, that, like, something like Visage is another one. Like, that would be like, oh, shit, this is kind of spooky. This is kind of spooky. That's more like that's more of that. Yeah, enjoying the game is also, like, the most important thing. That's something I really realize is, like, playing games I like is just better content. That's why we don't have a set stream game. We just kind of play everything. That's why we're doing Pokemon Month, because we're going to get a Pokemon Direct on Pokemon Day. We all know this is going to happen. They don't even have to announce it, like, months in advance. We already know February 27th, we're going to have a Pokemon announcement. It happens every year on that day. So I figure, what better way to... February will be Pokemon Month. I figured that was like, you know, it makes the most sense. That's why we did Pokescape, because I've been waiting to play. Pokescape's 2.0 update got updated on Christmas, and I was real excited to play it. So I was like, fuck it, we'll do that now. We'll play through that. And then I was like, I don't want to play through just a regular Pokemon game. I want to keep something interesting. So I've been wanting to do Infinite Fusion for like years. And went, this is finally the time to pull the trigger on this. I drink when we play. Yeah, Gaunt has the liquid courage. You looked cute and harmless, but you certainly know how to fight. Want to have a rematch? I'll heal your Pokemon and use my full team this time. Okay, no, we're not going to do that. That's... Hope they announce Pokemon dating. We already got Pokemon Go and Pokemon Sleep. They can go further. Yeah, we have to solve the, birth rate crisis, and only Pokemon can solve it. They have the technology. Oh, it's Shield on. I'm going to try and catch this, actually. Chat, did you know that in terms of Pokemon and human breeding, something I read about, there's some high compatibility. Babe, I fuck look a Pikachu and a Steelix. I would be horrified. Steelix would scare the shit. That would scare the shit. Like, you fuck like a what? You do what? Excuse me? I don't think we're gonna be able to weaken this. Yeah, no, we killed it. It's Dedge. Ripperino. There's another encounter immediately afterwards. Why do you have this? Oh, Keck 5? Because it's a good fucking emote? Why would we not have Keck 5? It's a fantastic emote. You think I don't pay attention to the emotes that get posted and keep an eye out for, oh shit, that's a good one. Just because it doesn't win marbles doesn't mean it's not going to get used elsewhere. I actually own, I think, Might of Magic 1 through 9 Stingray, but I appreciate it. I think I have all of them, and then one of the main games that got me was the Pokemon that didn't recognize the silhouette of Machop. It was Machop. Okay. Yeah, the Heroes of Might and Magic games. The big one that got me interested in it was the remaster they did. Zuwile. It just looks like the Zubat like venomed Mawile, who's just like symbioted it. Yeah, I don't think all of them are good. I think I got all of them in like a bundle is why I have them. I didn't buy like individually all of them. I think I got them all as a bundle. I don't know if it was Royal Servant or Prezcane. Someone was talking to me about it. It might have been you, Stingray, that was telling me which ones were good to sort it out. But it was Patty like 3 or 4 years ago got sponsored for I think the remake of it. And it's got like a very anime style storytelling to it, which is part of why I liked it. I like that kind of thing. I'm sure for like a lot of older fans of the franchise probably didn't care for it, but like the way it played and the way it appeared, and I really liked it. And I was like, shit, I kind of want to find out about this franchise now. And then he did like a playthrough of Might and Magic 3 that he really likes 3, and played through a bunch of that. And I was like, oh shit, this is pretty rad. Yeah, it might have been the Heroes of the Heroes of Might and Magic ones are the ones I've watched Patty and Stealthy Goblin play. I don't think I've ever watched them play the regular Might and Magic ones. God, we're like super drained on. All right, we just used up all of our regular ethers. Yeah, let me check and see. I have him on GOG before we do this fight. I do want to get up and get some water. I'm getting thirsty. Yeah, I've seen Gollum play 2 and 3, and he's done like a bunch of like custom runs of it, which all look really cool. Let's see. I know I have them on GOG is where I have all of them. Platform, GOG.com. I have... Oh no, I have regular. I have Might and Magic. Yeah, I have Might and Magic 1 through... all of them, I think? 1 through 8? I don't think I have 9. Yeah, I have Might and Magic 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I don't have 9. And then I'm pretty sure I have the Heroes of Might and Magic on Steam. Let me see. Well, maybe I don't have them yet. Maybe they're on my wish list. You know, 751 games sitting on there. Might and Magic Clash of Heroes is the game I'm thinking of that Patty had the that was 2023. That was only 2 years ago. He had the sponsored stream for it. That was pretty good. Don't get 9. It seems like a good... I feel like I was probably already warned about 9. And then there's the new one that was announced for this year, the Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era. That one seems really cool. I'm pretty excited for that. That looks pretty rad. I was not expecting that. I should get 2 and 3 though. Put on my wish list because I apparently did not buy those. Yeah, this is the version I've seen. Stealthy Golem play. Which ones are on Steam? I guess not all of them are on Steam. Looks like only 3 and then like 5 and 6 are on Steam at all. Yeah, the anime one is the one that I like. That's the one that got me like, oh, I'm interested. But I like that kind of thing. So don't get the HD edition, you're saying? Get the one that's on GOG? Okay, we'll go back over to here then. Hang on. We'll do this while I'm right here. You're saying Heroes of Might and Magic 2 and 3. And you want the gold edition is the one? Is that the one that has like all of it? Oh, Heroes of Might and Magic 3 complete. That makes sense. There it is. Where's the... Oh, view in store. Here we go. Ah, here we are. That's what we're looking for. Wheat bread. There he is. Congratulations on your pyramid. Nobody stopped you. I love that GOG puts the time to beat now on their store page for every game. Time to beat. The regular main story for Heroes of Might and Magic 3, 108 hours. Main story plus side quest, 139 hours. Completionist, 168 hours. I was typing. You gotta just shoot it when you got it. And then there's all you said also Heroes of Might and Magic 2 Gold Edition is also good. You know what? Fuck it. We'll also put on Heroes of Might and Magic 1. Maybe one of these days we'll do like all of them. I love strategy games like that. I'd love to play that and see how it is. I like for a franchise like that, I know that's always it's gonna be true to every old franchise that's lasted a long time. Let me grab water. Is that it's always gonna have, you see it with Pokemon, Final Fantasy, RuneScape, World of Warcraft, is like any game that has a franchise that has run longer than one game and for any amount of time over 5 years is going to have that contentious, it was always the best at this point. It was always the best at this point. And there's always going to be those break-in contention points of this was the best version, no, this was the best version. So it's one of those you kind of hard, when you're coming into a franchise you've never played before, it's nice to take pointers from people of like, this is where their favorite part is, engage that. But it's also one of those like, sometimes you got to filter out like, maybe we'll just go in and try it. Yeah, every game can be so different that every game can be the best. Yeah, like, ask any Final Fantasy fan, what's your favorite Final Fantasy? What's the best Final Fantasy game? In fact, chat, while I'm getting water, post in chat, what's the best Final Fantasy game? Oh, I was hoping to come back to an argument. I'm a Dragon Quest fan. The only Final Fantasy game I actually like is Final Fantasy XIV. I've played 3 other Final Fantasies and I've never finished them. I finished one of them. That's a lie. I finished one of them using an action replay out of spite because I really didn't like it. It was Final Fantasy 3 on the DS. Not a fan of Final Fantasy VII either, and I don't like, what was the other one I tried? I didn't play it, I watched it. Final Fantasy X looks miserable to play. I think they're neat. I think they're a testament of the RPG genre, but I think in terms of like games I'd rather be more interested in playing or from those eras is like Legend of Dragoon, Grandia, Lufia. Like all the ones everyone you only see people talk about in like closed circles, but nobody like not in like the mainstream stuff. Like those are the ones I all really liked. I played and loved all the Dragon Quest titles. Like those are my games. I like the Dragon Quest stuff. And there's not like any one Dragon Quest is better than the other, because unlike Final Fantasy, all of the Dragon Quest games play into each other. 15, I have a deep interest in playing 15, but I do know that it has a unfortunately flawed story. But I'd like to see it for myself and see how I enjoy it. Final Fantasy VI, I don't like the way the story is told. Just, I don't like that type of storytelling. That's why I don't care for it. It's not a matter of like, oh, I think it's a bad game. I just don't like the way the storytelling is set up for it. It's one of those, I don't like it because it's one of those, it's an icky flavor to me is all. Is this Carbink and Magnemite? This is amazing. I love this. But yeah, Baton Kaitos is another one. Or Baton Kaitos? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Vowels are weird. That got a remaster recently, didn't it? And then, the Mana series. The Mana series is another one I've never played the games of. And then I know Hori's a big Trials series fan. Hori loves the Trials and East games. I've only ever played a little bit years ago of East Origins. Togebone. That Togebone. That Togepi has a fucking body count. It skinned that beast down to the bones. I only played the Game Boy Advance Mana game. I've never played any of them. I know that also got a remaster recently that I'd like to pick up and play. Yeah, I have East Origins is the one I have. Outmuscled. I go for power because I hate thinking. Yo, he's a Dark Souls player. I go for Big Stick because why use Many Stick when Big Stick do job? Long ago, Rock Tunnel was just a big hollow rock with no entrance. People came and drilled through the walls with a Pokemon technique called Drill Run. It's very useful in battles as well. For 4,000 bucks, I'll teach it to your Pokemon. Adol. Which one's Adol? Trails is cool because it's a whole 12 plus series that are all interconnected. Yeah, that's how Dragon Quest is. That's why Dragon Quest has not only just like connected through its main series, all of its spin-offs tie back into the main story, which is really neat, and then get referenced by the other mainline games that come after them. Yeah. Trails mentioned, mod check Hori. Adol is the main boy in East. Oh.